Should be live now.
Okay, let's see if it's gonna work this time. You gotta know a guy. Like I said before, I got a tech guy, I know a guy. If you ever have a techie problem, he will solve it. So we're gonna give it a few more minutes for people to jump back on so we can finish up this training. Let's see if I can figure out how to share this screen again. Okay, so Dwayne showed me share screen, and then was it this? And then click share.
There you go.
Boom. Boom. We are back on, guys. Looks like is it freezing again, Dwayne? Guys, if you can hear me, let me know. Because I will straight up go old school. I will get my phone out and I will record this and then upload it later if this doesn't work. I'm going to make sure I get this information to you guys. So hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully we're back on. I was actually going over, I think when we got cut out earlier, I was at the point where I was talking to you guys about how to get the data from the MLS or your tax system. If for some reason you missed that, I can always answer any questions. Typically speaking, your MLS or tax system is going to have a way for you to download, export a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet of the data that you're wanting for the subdivision that you're wanting. Name, address, city, state, zip, all of that, so you can print that to your labels. I'm actually going to go over that next. So if you do not know how to get that information out of your tax system, go in and play in your MLS a little bit and your links to your tax system and figure out if you can figure it out pretty quickly. It's very easy to find. Once you know it's there, most of them are set up similar. Obviously they're not all the same, but over the years as we have coached agents and other MLS systems, they've always found it. So it should be there. All right, moving on. I don't want to duplicate myself in case you guys did hear that before it cut out. Addressing the postcards. So when you print the postcard, you're going to have that pretty little messaging on the one side, and you're going to flip it over onto the other side, and it's going to be blank and white on that side. You're going to want to put your return label in the top right, just like they taught you in elementary school. We know how to mail it. You're going to treat it just like an envelope. I know it's going to feel weird because it's just one piece of paper, but it's a postcard. That's what you do. And so you're going to want the outgoing labels to print. You don't want to have to sit there and handwrite all of those. You can if you want to. There are a lot of people that do that. A lot of people handwrite stuff. It is time consuming, but there is evidence that things that are handwritten are going to get opened or read before things that are not. Maybe you pay an assistant to do it. Make sure they got good handwriting. But if you want to do it quick and fast like I do, I use labels, and I have a link that I can share with you guys where you can get 25 sheets with 30 labels each. You're going to get 750 labels out of this one envelope. Your cost is going to be $10. So if you're doing 100 mailings a month, that's going to be 7.5 months. If you're using it for your return label, it's going to be like 3 3/4 months, whatever. It's $10. I can get you the link to the labels, make your life a little bit easier. Now, most people know that the cost to mail a postcard is a lot cheaper than a letter. It's 36 cents for a postcard stamp. And they've got some really cute ones. I went on the USPS site and grabbed this image. So they currently have this barn stamp. I love it. Maybe you don't care about things like that. Maybe you just want to throw just a random stamp on it, but I think the barn's cute. So you can get a sheet of them, a sheet of 20 for $7.20, or you can get a roll of 100 for $36. You've heard me say a lot, if you're mailing 100, you're mailing 100, I recommend, if you haven't picked that up yet, that you mail at least 100 for this to work. So it's going to cost you 36 bucks a month. That is your biggest expense, is your postage. It's 36 bucks a month. Can't get that any cheaper. If you want the direct link to the page that has the postcard stamps, you don't have to Google and click and hunt and peck. Type in stamps and I will get you that link to the stamps. Now, I have a 5-minute video. I'm not going to play that for sake of time. This actually goes into how you can print the labels yourself inside of Microsoft Word. This is the spreadsheet. This is how it's going to look when you download it, when you export it, or if you cannot figure it out and you end up manually typing it, it's a little bit time consuming to set it up once, but once you have set it up, that's done. Then you're just going in and opening a file and printing at that point. So it's a little bit time consuming to set it up. But guys, I made $82,000 in 1 year off of this campaign. Even if it took you an entire week to set it up and print the cards, that's worth it. But it's not going to take you that long. So in this video, I go into detail where to click, what to do to make sure it's done right, all the way through to printing. It's a 5-minute video. If you plan on printing these yourself and you want a copy of this video, type in the comments video and I will make sure you get a copy of it. It did take me a minute to create it, but I went into great detail, just like I do with all of our instructional videos. We tell you, we assume that you've never done this before. And some of you probably have, but if you haven't, type in video. We go, click here, do this, copy here, click here. If this doesn't happen, this is going to happen. It's step by step by step. The great thing about videos is you can pause it. You can rewind it. You can fast forward, whatever you need to do. You can watch it 100 times if you need to. Just type in the comments video if you want a copy of how to print the labels, which is going to save you a lot of money. By the way, footnote, if you do not want to go through the trouble of printing labels, you can also get those from the same printer that if you commented printer earlier. All right, so I've showed you. Proof is in the pudding. The Hey Neighbor postcard campaign will get you listings over time, which you can keep that moving. Once, it's just like anything with a pipeline. It takes about 90 days to build it up. Then you start having closings. But if you do this consistently month after month after month, you're going to have those listings trickle in, which is going to mean buyers. And if you go back and watch the video that I did 2 weeks ago, I teach you how to leverage your listings to get more listings and to get more buyers. So you can get really 3 to 4 transactions per listing. So this thing kind of snowballs. No pun intended for you guys that live up north and you're getting snow. I am a little jealous though, because we don't get to make snowmen in Florida. Squirrel. But this thing snowballs, guys. So if you start off and you do it consistently month after month after month after month, you're going to keep getting the business, and you've already set it up in the beginning. So it's just like I said, you're going in, you're opening the file, you're putting the labels in the printer, you're clicking print, you're putting the postcards, the card stock in the printer, you're clicking print, cutting, stamping, mailing, cutting, stamping, mailing every month. You've got a system, it's working. Like I said earlier, it's duplicatable, it's manageable and measurable, and that's what you need in your business to be successful. Something that if I do A, B, C, I'm going to get X, Y, Z. That's all anybody wants, is show me where to focus my time. Show me where to focus my energy so I can do what I do best, and that is sell people homes and help them accomplish their dreams and their goals. That's all you want. This is just a tool, a very inexpensive tool to help you do that. Now, there is a faster way. I'm not going to lie. You can spend $600 a year on this niche campaign, or $1,200 a year, however much you want to, however many people you want to mail, and you can get some really good results. I've already shown that. However, there is a faster way, and we do teach our students both paid and organic ways to get buyers and seller leads and our agent to rainmaker class. We give you all the ads, all the images, all the follow-up messaging. We also offer private group coaching. I know there's a lot of people that are on the call tonight that are already in our private group. We go deeper with them, even deeper than this training. We also give you 24/7 lifetime access to the course. So I'm adding a lease purchase module to the course, and I'm going to be doing a training on that in the future. And so anytime we add something to the course, we don't charge an upgrade. We don't charge you another fee. It's included. We include it. Why would we do that? Because we're trying to make you better agents. We're trying to help you be successful. And so when things change, and they will, we learn, we adapt, and we grow. We find the solution. We add it to the course. And so it's more than leads though, okay? We can teach you how to get leads. You can go out and go to realtor.com and buy leads if you want to. But who's teaching you how to convert them? Who's teaching you how to leverage them? You know, there's all kinds of real estate coaches out there who are I'm going to teach you how to do Facebook ads, or I'm going to teach you how to do this. I'm going to teach you to get more leads, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. What do I do with the lead? I got a name, email address, and phone number here. Now what? Is your broker teaching you that? Most brokers don't have the time to teach you how to sell. They don't teach you how to overcome objections or how to overcome rebuttals and things like that, but we do. And we're going to teach you how to get lifetime customers who are going to refer their friends and family to you and come back to you in the future when they want to buy or sell property. Our students love us, period, point blank. If they follow the course, they get the results, they love us. But we are very selective on the agents that we help because we can't help everybody, obviously. So we have to be careful who we let into the private coaching group. Our average students are going to close 3 to 4 transactions a month. So if you like what you've heard tonight and you realize that you probably need to go to that next level, you need processes and systems in your business, you want to do better this year than you did last year, and you want to hear more about it, then I'd like to personally speak with you on a brief 15-minute conversation. My goal is to help you get to the next level. So if you want to get to the next level, I want you to type in the comments, increase. I will dig into your business to discover where you are now, where you want to be, and what your financial goals are. Now, this is not a sales call. It is not a sales call. I'm not going to sell you anything. I'm not going to tell you pricing or nothing. This is just to dig into your business. This is simply to gauge where you currently are. And then after speaking with you, I feel that I can help you, then I'm going to talk to you about what those next steps look like. Membership into our coaching program is 100% by invitation only. And so that first step is to have that 15-minute call. So if you'd like to learn more, I want you to type increase in the comments. I see that most everybody's back on the live. That's good. So I'm glad that you guys were able to come back in and finish up and see this, because before we go, I'd like to offer you one more listing tip, or should I say 6 more listing tips for your neighborhood. Be actively involved in your community. You know, a lot of people think they're going to just become a realtor and they're going to go out and show property and they're going to make 6 figures and have a wonderful lifestyle. And yeah, I mean, you can have a great lifestyle as a realtor. You can make 6 figures, but you've got to be actively involved in your community. Like I said before, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. How are they going to know you, like you, or trust you if you're sitting at home behind your 4 walls, with the exception of the pandemic? I get it. We're supposed to, right? But I'm talking about an everyday normal life. You got to get out in your community. So number 1 is interact. Get out and walk. Interact with your neighbors as you do. This is going to build and foster good relationships in your neighborhood and community. Be casual. Don't walk up to somebody, especially the first time, say, hey, did you know I'm a realtor? I'd love to sell your home, or I'd love to help you buy a home. Let them bring it up. If you're dripping on them monthly in your postcard campaign and you look like your picture on your business card, that's a whole nother training. That they're going to recognize you. They're going to go, oh, that's that girl that's been sending me postcards. It's going to click for them. And it's almost like you become this little mini celebrity because that's part of your branding, which is one of the first things that we go into with our coaching is your branding. But if you've been sending them the postcards and they know you're a realtor, they recognize you, the conversation is going to flow naturally. They're going to say things like, so how's real estate? Because they're just trying to have a conversation with you, right? If they're your neighbor and you're out walking or you're in the community or you're at a neighborhood event or something. Oh, it's doing great. I've helped 10 people sell their house already this spring. I got 8 of them into a new home. 2 of them moved on down to Florida to retire. I was even able to help them find an agent down there. I mean, it's just great. I love real estate. I love being a realtor and helping people. So how's things with you? And get them talking. And then they're going to start saying things like, well, you know, this and that and the other. And my oldest is he's moving out next month. He's going to college. And, you know, now we're down to the one. And, you know, I've been thinking this house is just too big for me and Darlene. And we've been thinking about selling. And, well, okay, well, yeah. Hey, which house number are you? You know, I try to know where everybody's at, but it's hard for me. Oh, you're over at 123 Main Street. I tell you what. It's been great talking with you, John. I'm going to go home, and the first chance I get, I'm going to look it up and see what your home's worth and just let you know. It's just no strings attached. You're my neighbor. How casual and easy is that? Be casual. All right, moving quickly. Volunteer, because I could talk about this stuff all night, guys. Volunteer in your neighborhood and community. You know, there's all kinds of volunteer opportunities. Get out there and volunteer. You'll know when it's the right time. Entertain. I love this part. I can entertain all day long. Throw backyard barbecues and invite the whole neighborhood. And if you can't afford to do steaks and baked potatoes, because most people can't, do hot dogs and chips. Keep it simple. You know, it doesn't have to be super extravagant. You're just getting together with your neighbors and eating. It doesn't have to be an expensive spread. Serve. I actually picked this one up from another agent I know. Take dinners to those who have had surgery or a baby. And if you don't have time to cook, grab a pizza. It's the thought that counts. It's a way for them to see you as a person, not just a realtor, but also to see you as their neighbor and you really care. And I'm not saying do this as a marketing ploy. Really should just do it because you care. But I mean, it's also very beneficial you know, to do little things like this out of the kindness of your heart. And then people see that you're a real person. You're not just a real estate agent out here trying to make a commission check. Okay. And then lastly, offer to sponsor a neighborhood firework display or some other event. And then go in with your lender, your title company. Maybe you can get a home inspector involved. Anybody that is tied to the real estate transaction that you could potentially send business to, say, hey guys, you know, you're my mortgage lender. I've been sending you deals for the last 2 years or last 5 years, however long it's been. And you're my title girl. I've sent you every deal I had. And hey, you're my inspector of choice. I send you every deal for inspection. Guys, I'm thinking about doing this big thing and it's probably going to cost about $3 or $4 grand. We're going to do fireworks and hot dogs, and I'm looking for somebody to sponsor the big show at the end. Would you be willing to do that? Great. I'm going to put you down for $1,000. I'm looking for somebody to sponsor the food. Great. I'm going to put you down for $500. And then you let them know you're going to market them and their business on all of the marketing materials, on your Facebook groups, on your event page, on the flyers and things that go out, whatever. You take that money and then you do this big to-do. And if you do this annually and you do it right, people are going to come, they're going to have a great time, and they're going to know it's that realtor in our neighborhoods doing that firework display. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to invite their friends and family that don't live in the neighborhood. And everybody else who hears about it is going to want to come, and they're going to bring their lawn chair and their blankets, and that's okay. You go find some other people, find an insurance guy. They need home insurance, right? Get him in on the deal. This is a great way to brand you and all the people, all the vendors that you use, and get more business from it. Like I said, if you do things right to begin with, you're going to get business for years to come. And so finally, guys, just always, as a real estate professional, put your best foot forward. You know this isn't anything new. Marketing is all about attraction. Do the correct thing over and over and over again, and you will have more business than you know what to do with. So guys, hopefully this has been a great training. If you want to hear more about what we have to offer, you want to speak with me or Dwayne, we would love to speak with you for 15 minutes on a triage. We call it a triage call, where we dig into your business and we find out where you are now, where you want to be, and if we think we can help you get to that next level. We would love to have a phone call with you. We only have a few spots available this week. So if you want to see what that looks like, type in increase in the comments. If you'd like to schedule a call with us, and a member of our team will reach out to you and help you pick a time. Now, I'm going to open this up right now for just a few minutes for some questions. I know there were some questions coming in. I'm not sure if Dwayne got to those or not. Oh, they were on the previous video too. Okay, so I'm going to have to go back. Maybe Dwayne answered them already. Maybe not. If for some reason your question did not get answered on that previous live, I'm going to go back through that over the, either tonight or in the morning, and answer all those questions. Anybody who typed in the links that you want to the videos or the labels or the printer or the trimmer, the postcards, whatever links that you wanted or downloads that you wanted, we're going to make sure to get that to you sometime tomorrow. We'll send you that link for whatever you requested, and make sure you get that information. Just a few more minutes if anybody's got any questions. If not, we're going to end it, guys. So thanks for hanging in there. There was about 35 people on when we lost the signal, and looks like most of you came back on. Good for you, hanging in there. All right, guys, looks like we're good. And so if there's any questions for anybody watching the replay, feel free to go ahead and type them at any time. If you tag me in the question, I will probably see it sooner. We are going to post the replay to both videos in the group probably sometime tomorrow. Dwayne takes care of all that stuff. As you guys have already figured out, I am not the techie person. He is around here. Hey, Lori, hopefully you got to get all that information. If not, you can go back and watch the replay. Yes, Luli, we are going to get that link out tomorrow. Just let me know which link you're referring to. Awesome, guys. All right, well, that's a wrap. Next week, Dwayne's going to be on here talking about how to digitally farm a neighborhood. And I am kicking around a couple ideas for my next training. I'm thinking about training on lease purchases, because in some of your markets, you've got an inventory problem, and that is a great way to make a commission now and in the future and get multiple sides. So I'll look out for some emails in the next few, probably 7 to 10 days, and we'll know more about that then. All right, thanks guys for being on, and I am going to stop sharing my screen now. Maybe. I told you guys I'm not very techy. All right, let's see, where is it at?